In this example, we're going to take a look at moving the tiles up and down, but only using one spline to accomplish that. So I'm going to place a waypoint inside the scene here, and on it we're going to do just like we've done before. We're going to place two nodes. So I'm going to put a node, we'll put one up high, and then we'll put one down low. So this is the only thing we're going to do for this part of it. The next part, though, is going to be dependent on the tiles themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and put a follower brush on this block, and we'll go into the block properties here. So again, at the end of the list, so we have a couple of things that we want to do and make unique to each block that we're going to do. So we'll go ahead and say that yes, we want to do a ping pong. We're going to do 0% to start with on this one, but we're going to do a different for several other ones. So we're just going to kind of make a couple of them and then set up the properties for them. The follower settings, we're going to use the time of this object, not this one. And then the start time control mode we'll have on, but the use my move and then use my move Y, well, we want to say this block can be anywhere left and right. So we're going to say use my move X, but we want to use the spline Y. So just as a simple example here, just by doing this, where the object was previously, it's going to start right here. So instead of being on the line, but what it does is it follows the path going up and down. So hopefully you can kind of see where we're going with this, is that now that means that I can actually add, and we'll just add a couple of other blocks here. So let's say we add a block right here, and then we add another block. We'll do like a far jump on that one. So now I'm going to take the follower. We're going to add 3 followers to it now. And then on each of the other 2 follower blocks that we made inside the scene, we just need to make sure we have them set. I'm going to start it about 30% on the path. And we'll say it's only going to take a 1 second on this one. And when it gets to the end of the path, we'll go ahead and do the ping pong like it is on the first one. And then don't forget, on the options for what to use, we'll say to use my angle, my path, my start, and then also use my left and right, my X. You can do this one on or off, just depends if you have your control mode set for the spline itself. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the same setup for this one, but we'll just do a couple of different properties. So for instance, on this one, let's say we started almost at the end of the path. We'll say this is going to take 4 seconds to get around. We'll do the ping pong as well. Alright, and then we'll set our options for what to use. We'll use our left and right, and we'll have it start. So now all of a sudden, we're going to have 3 objects moving at different speeds, but now you basically have a jumping type of puzzle where you're having to jump up and down on it. Oh, looks like I need to set these correctly. I didn't have the control on it. So control on that one looks like it needs to be set. I must have it set for the spline by default. So be sure that use my control mode. That way the ping pong works for it. So we'll jump to those and turn that on. So with my control mode on, the ping pong will work so that we'll have it bouncing back and forth. And again, it just gives you another element, kind of a feature into the game, so that you can have the jumping across elements like this. It's just part of your game, but you don't have to make 3 waypoints with 3 splines and set things up. If you know that you have a general direction things are moving, then you can actually just use the follower brush and tag all 3 of those for it.